Greetings. Welcome to my weekend market recap, 25th June 2022. I'm Sagar Nandi, retired IT professional, swing trading stocks, both in the USA market as well as some global markets, using the Q systems and techniques that I develop. You may contact me using my email ID info@superiorprofit.co. I regularly share live market and stock analysis on my Twitter page, Superior Profit, YouTube channel Trading Profitably, and also my website superiorprofit.co. All these are open to the public and you are most welcome to make use of them. Disclaimer: this demonstration is for educational purposes only. I am not an investment advisor. It is not a trade recommendation. Trading involves risk. You and only you are solely responsible for the outcome of your trades. I may mention about options trading from time to time. You may refer to the characteristics and risks of standardized options document from Options Clearing Corporation to decide if option trading is suitable for you. I use the Q systems for my trading decisions. It runs on Metastock, and one component, the technical analysis part, also runs on TradeStation. That was the last slide. Let's continue with a live system. First, have a look at the Australian index, global markets, all ordinaries. If you watched my last market recap, then you would know that I highlighted not only for the Australian market but for many other markets the jump thrust. These two band indicators were at extreme low and mentioned that that was not the time to take shorts. These jump thrust band indicators become magenta when they are so much down that it is likely for the market to bounce at least somewhat. That is why whenever jump thrust are magenta together, we stop taking short trades. That was very useful analysis in the previous market recap because from there price has recovered. Did it change the trend? No, of course not. It is still in a solid downtrend. However, if we shorted at the extreme jump thrust low, then we are already in a small loss, and Friday's candle is looking bullish. The weekly candle is also bullish in shape. It's likely that price will continue to recover from here, and any short taken at the lowest point when jump thrust were extreme low, they would incur more and more losses going forward. Jump thrust helped us not only in the Australian market but in several other markets, as we will see as we go through the recap. Let's look at Japan's Topix index. It was inside a range created by trendline resistance and support, and it was also near the watermark support. Whenever price is inside a range and at one edge of a range, in this case the lower edge, just as I mentioned in the previous recap, we would avoid shorting Topix and we would look for buy setups. And as Topix recovered, I am pretty sure individual fundamentally strong stocks also recovered, giving us profitable swing trades. For Topix also, the Friday's candle as well as the weekly candle, they are looking bullish. China CSI 300 index, this was bullish. I mentioned that in the previous recap, and it is continuing to go up. It is the strongest of the global markets at present. And that strength started from the bullish headwind in the weekly chart, which I pointed to at that time in the weekly market recap. The bullish headwind was followed by a bull release, at which point the backdrop color turned bullish, cyan, and from there CSI 300 has steadily gone up. Watching these reversal signals and the change in color in the weekly candle, we could continue buying while price was going up in the daily chart during the same period. CSI 300 is bullish. What about Nifty 50? India market. This is another market that was at extreme low, jump thrust low, and we also saw bullish indecision at the bottom, 2 in a row in the daily chart. Looking at that, we would stop taking shorts, probably book profit or protect profit in shorts, and we could start to look for buy setups. Price has recovered somewhat. It is still in a solid downtrend. We'll have to see where price goes from here. Looking at the strength in the other global markets, and later on we'll see the USA market also recover, it is very likely that India market will also go up at least till the trend line resistance in daily, at which point it will also reach the trend line resistance in weekly. If price reverses from the trend line resistances, then we will have very low risk, high probability shorting opportunities at that time. Until price goes up to those trend line resistances, I'll avoid shorting India market. In a downtrend, however, preferred trading direction is bullish. There are in fact several buying opportunities in the India market right now, as it is in the USA market. We'll look at that later about the USA market. Before that, let's look at FTSE index, UK market. Here also price is in a kind of box setup in the weekly chart. The box is created by trendline resistance at the top and long-term watermark pivot support at the bottom. Now it is in the middle of the range, a no trading area. That's what we can see from the weekly chart. In the daily, however, at a more granular level, we see that price came to the watermark support, sharply broke below that, and now it created a reversal candle, false downside breakout. It also displayed a bull release on this day when the candle shape was bullish, tried to retest the same low and went up on Friday with very bullish shape and bullish color candle. Also, you may see the tick symbol here showing that flow turned bullish and price went up with very high bullish momentum. Big move up, the highest level, big move up 3. Here also the daily and weekly are looking bullish. Price is more likely to go up from here than down. If that is how the global markets are looking, how is the global index looking? Now here I will divert a little bit and share with you, look back and see one of the tweets I shared several days ago, and that was on 17th June. At that time, I shared this chart of global index weekly interval, and I showed that it broke decisively below the trendline support, long-term trendline support in the weekly chart, and also the watermark pivot support. And if you read the tweet in detail, you will see that I mentioned that for the global index to turn bullish, it has to come back up above this watermark support, thereby creating a false downside breakout. That is what I looked at and shared on 17th June. Now let's see if it has created the false downside breakout now. This is the global index daily chart, but let's look at it using weekly daily at a glance template. In the weekly, it has indeed reversed and closed above the watermark support, thereby creating a false downside breakout, which is bullish. And this week it has also displayed the bull release signal, meaning the market was oversold and now it is starting to go up. Bears are stepping aside. The weekly candle shape is bullish. Daily also created a false downside breakout at this watermark level. Friday's candle color and shape both are bullish. Here also price reached jump and thrust low, then displayed two bullish indecision at the bottom, one after another. From that point we could start to look for buy setups in individual stocks, and if we did that, we already had some profit in swing trading some of the fundamentally strong stocks, underlying stocks. Once again, jump thrust helped us to stop taking shorts, book profit in shorts, and probably start to look at longs. Now, what is my trading bias? As I keep mentioning, if you look at the ideas I share on Twitter and on my website, the website is being revamped, superiorprofit.co. From those sharings, you have a very clear idea what is my market trading bias, and market trading bias is very different from market direction. Market direction was downward and it is still downward. However, if you look at my recent sharings, all those were bullish for several days, and I will look at some of them. It is useful to look back and review how I analyzed the stocks while we were still in a downtrend and how I started to look for buy setups. One was Tesla. This is what I shared on Twitter. That was on June 22nd, and it has a link to the detailed post on my website forum sagarnandi.com. In this chart, I showed that Tesla, after creating these two reversal signals, bullish headwinds at jump thrust low, it went up sharply, then slowly came down, tried to retest the previous low, but created a higher low and it was going up. I mentioned that you could look for a breakout above this trendline resistance that would be bullish. The weekly was bullish in color and bullish in shape when I shared this to it, and it already created a false downside breakout in the weekly chart. We only had to wait for this trendline resistance to be broken, and that I shared on June 22nd. Let's look at Tesla now. And allow me to also open TradeStation. I didn't open it yet. While it is opening, let's look at Tesla. Tesla indeed broke above the trendline resistance. It is giving a very clear long breakout setup. And once again, we could get ready to buy Tesla when we saw these two bullish headwinds, when we saw the swing low and then a bullish flow on this day, which was also having very large bullish momentum, big move up 3, while price was at price extreme low after hitting jump thrust low. As I keep on mentioning, if you see big move up 3 at price extreme low at or around jump thrust low, almost always price recovers after that, and that seems to be happening to Tesla. And I did trade Tesla, in fact, from this gap up day using options, and very next day, as I saw that price could not close above the trendline resistance, I closed it with a profit. And on Friday, once again, I traded Tesla, and if you did that, Friday's position is also in a profit. Why I wanted to share this post again, review it, is see how looking at the different signals you could get ready, and when the opportunity came, be it a gap up breakout setup on this day on intraday time frame or a breakout setup on Friday, you could be ready well in advance, and when the signals came you would be able to confidently take the trade. Why the confidence would be natural? Because all those entries would be very low risk entries, and we would have done the fundamental analysis, the technical movement of the stock and industry analysis beforehand. This is how I traded Tesla on 2 days, right at the very bottom. And when I shared the idea recently on this day when I showed on Twitter, some gentleman commented to me that that was not the right time to buy Tesla. Now, there is no right or wrong answer. It is dependent on different trading approaches. Many people want to buy stocks only in an uptrend. They will not find many stocks now because the market was in a huge downtrend for last couple of weeks. However, Q traders, including myself, we are very comfortable taking long positions in stocks that are in a downtrend. Tesla is just one example of that. And here I took a breakout setup on Friday. I took a gap up setup on this day. You will see I will share several other posts, and maybe we'll use the live systems to find few more trade setups. Many, if not all of them, will be in a downtrend, but they are still giving low risk buying opportunity, high probability buying opportunity, and I already made not very small amount of profit in last couple of days. Let's look at some other post close Tesla. See the chronology also. Tesla I shared on 17th June first, and now on 23rd June I shared a snapshot of Q Finder. This tool is extremely useful because it shows the aggregate technical breadth that is not possible to be seen from individual stock technical signals. And of course, you can see that all signals turned bullish on that day. This is near the market close, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All signals turned bullish. Strength signals were also bullish. Trend continuation were bullish. Even reversals were bullish. Everything was bullish on that day. And there was a significant percentage of breakouts, 8.3%. 6% stocks had a gap up open and 8% plus stocks had a bullish pressure up move. There were many bullish flows also. That is possible trend following setup. But because the market was in a downtrend, what I was looking for is firstly to have a day that is bullish in terms of technical breadth. I had that here from the pie charts. Then I was looking for breakout candidates with pressure, probably with gap up moves also, that were at price extreme low or near price extreme low. And if you noticed, Tesla was an opportunity meeting these criteria at price extreme low, then breaking out, had a gap up move in last couple of days, and it might or might not have high pressure, but there were other stocks like that. So I used the technical breadth and shared on 23rd June that there were many breakout candidates. That was a bullish analysis. Okay, I'm opening Q Elite also on the other chart, other monitor. Let's close this. Let's look at the posts in time sequence. On my website forum, I shared a post on skin. That was on 24th June. And if you see the timestamp, it is in the morning session, 9:26 a.m. What did I share? I carried out the complete 360 degrees analysis, looked at the industry, personal products, all in real time, soon after the market open. And remember, based on previous day's finder analysis, I was already looking for breakout setups. And I would do that only in strong industries and in strong fundamental stocks so that I have truly high probability trades. So I found personal products to be an industry that was among the top 20% of industries. So it allowed me to buy. Then I looked at the fundamentals using Q scorecard. It was a high growth stock in terms of earnings growth as well as revenue growth. The stocks, peer stocks went up, most of them 84% of the peer stocks went up. So fundamentals allowed me to buy in terms of being a high growth stock. And lastly, I once again found a breakout setup, breaking out from daily trendline resistance, relative performance sharply tilting up, showing that it was outperforming the market, and in weekly it was creating a false downside breakout at the watermark level. Backdrop turned green. Earlier it hit jump thrust low, price extreme low, and then price was breaking out. So this I analyzed in the morning session soon after the market open, and using intraday charts I had taken a long position. Let's see how skin closed. SKIN. Is it O? Let's try O. closed higher than when I shared it, and I have a position in skin using stocks, and I have, I don't know, about 4-5% profit in the trade. Once again, using Q Finder, I looked for a particular pattern and I could find a stock with that pattern and buy it. That was a stock breaking out from price extreme low. Now let me look at one more post that was about the innovation fund, ARC, Cathie Wood's fund. This I shared on Friday, June 24, after sharing the idea on SKIN. This was on ARKK. It was in a huge downtrend for many weeks, months, and it was down by huge percentage, I think 70 to 80%. I had tweeted about that earlier, and then see what happened at the bottom. It displayed bull release signal, bullish headwind, created a higher low, then starting to go up, and on Friday I shared it that it had a gap up open and also a breakout setup at the same time. The weekly was also breaking out from trendline resistance. This I shared at 9:51. Not too much time passed since market open, and let's see how ARC closed. ARC closed near the high of the day. So this also was a bullish setup. What I wanted to show that though the market was down for last couple of days, I started confidently sharing before knowing the result and also taking some. In fact, I took more than I shared publicly, long trades, and all of all of those positions are in profit by now. And how could I confidently take long trades while others were probably waiting? That was because of my systems. That is, I could look at the technical breadth and market strength from different angles. And let's now look at what those signs are telling now. We looked at the global market, then I explained what enabled me to buy stocks before others, and let's look at those insights that I used. One was jump and thrust was at extreme, then it was showing some signs of market going up, and now I'm looking at the market breadth total view. This is not market external view, is market internal health view. In the previous recap, I explained that when we have Phoenix and very large distribution count, when 3-month new high low is already at extreme low, then I am not going to short. I would rather look for buying opportunities, and that is what I did. If you followed my posts, and privately I talked to some traders in the USA as well as other countries, I mentioned that I was starting to buy. I started to buy right from the very bottom, and now what happens? On Friday we have an accumulation count of 4. That is a very bullish move, and I started looking for that when I saw signs of exhaustion. In the previous recap, I also showed this bullish divergence playing out in both advanced decline up down volume. That also helped me to take long trades before others. Now if you look at the mega cap custom index, that also hit jump thrust low, created a false downside breakout, it reached price extreme low. What did we have at those extreme low points? A big move up 3. Again, if we have big move up 3 at or near jump thrust low at price extreme low, almost always price tends to recover from there, and that is what we are seeing in mega cap custom index also. Looking at that, in fact, I traded some mega cap stocks, and let me share one of them, that is Amazon. This is Amazon. It hit jump thrust low not only in the daily but also in weekly, daily, weekly both. And then here itself it displayed a big move up 3 while it was at price extreme low. Once again, like a broken record. If you see big move up 3 when price is at or near jump thrust low and at price extreme low, almost always, I hesitate to say always, but almost always price recovers from there. From there, price went up, tried to retest the previous low, created a slightly higher low. How I know it is slightly higher low? Because we have a trend line support. A trend line support cannot be drawn automatically by Q systems unless we have a higher low. So we have a higher low at this point, then price went up again, displayed a bullish flow, then on Friday it sharply went up. I took a long position in Amazon, not using the daily interval. I took it using intraday interval, and at the close of the day I have a small profit in the trade. I traded it using stocks. Now after split, it's not so expensive, $116 or so. So I traded it using stocks. If you see the weekly pattern, it created a double bottom, displayed a bull release signal, bullish backdrop, very bullish shape, and daily is also looking bullish. Now if I clear all the drawings, I want to highlight that if I used weekly daily at a glance template to decide my entry, then I would not enter as the close of Friday because trendline resistance is right above price. But I bought near the low of the day using intraday real-time fine-tuned chart. That is allowed. We could use that, or if you didn't enter it using real-time chart on Friday, you may wait for the breakout to be confirmed on Monday. Looking at weekly daily, it seems it will break out. Now mega cap custom index I showed is looking bullish. Market internals are looking bullish. Now it's time to look at the market ETFs. That's the external view. Usually I look at the external view first, internal later, but let me do it the other way. Let's look at the market ETFs. Here, first thing I want to show the huge percentage by which the market ETFs went up on Friday. QQQ went up by 3.4%, SPY 3.2%, IWM 3.1 and DIA 2.7. Those are very bullish moves. Let's look at them one by one. DIA, and I will be a broken record for a while so that this idea, these concepts, these techniques get more and more ingrained in our minds so that, like me, you will also gradually be comfortable starting to buy stocks at the very bottom based on exhaustion signals and proper Q trade setups. In the last market recap, I showed DIA had jump thrust low, and after that we can see it has created a false downside breakout. Friday's candle is very bullish color, bullish shape. We have a bullish flow momentum signal coming out of price extreme low, and weekly also created a very powerful false downside breakout, looking bullish as of Friday's close. IWM, we have a bullish headwind coming right on this week's candle. That is bullish, created a false downside breakout in daily after hitting jump thrust low at price extreme low. Created a false downside breakout, double bottom, bullish flow on Friday. Weekly, daily, both are looking bullish. Price is likely to go up from here. SPY, and look at the bullish headwinds. Once again, here also we have a bullish headwind in weekly. Daily had a bullish headwind earlier. It created a beautiful false downside breakout, shaking out weak hands, and now it regained the watermark level created by the bullish headwind. Remember, if we are trading using the bullish headwind signal, then one of the favorite instruments is to use short verticals. And if you use short verticals, you would hold on to the trade and it is back in a profit by Friday's close. Usually we'll use about 45 days to expiry if we are trading short verticals using headwind reversal signal. That is the preferred instrument for headwind trades. The daily candle has a bullish flow, very bullish shape. Weekly candle, very bullish color. It looks like price will go up from here. And I will explain some more signals why I am saying that price may go up rather than go down. See QQQ. Once again, we have a bullish headwind in weekly. We had a bullish headwind earlier. It created a beautiful false downside breakout at that level, created another bullish headwind this week. Daily created a false downside breakout at the level where bullish headwinds came earlier. Once again, the short verticals traded using the bullish headwind signals or the bullish flow that came afterwards using that day. Those short verticals are in profit by now because price recovered back to that watermark pivot level. Weekly, daily, both are looking bullish. Daily is having a bullish flow as well. Once again, jump thrust low. We are not going to short. We are looking for buying opportunities, and we had several reversal signals, false downside breakouts to get ready for that. Now you saw several market ETFs had bullish headwinds. Now I will like to show you the technical breadth as of Friday's close, the weekly interval. One powerful signal, and powerful means profitable signal. In trading, when I say powerful, useful, that means it has to be profitable. One useful, powerful, profitable signal is the percentage of bullish headwinds in the weekly interval. Whenever it is above 1%, then we know market is likely to go up. Now I am watching this percentage every day of this week. It is gradually going up 1, 2, 3%, 4%, and on Friday it closed at a mammoth 12%. For many months we have not seen that, and this is another signal, breadth signal, technical breadth signal, not individual stock signal. And because it is aggregate breadth signal, this is very powerful signal for market analysis. This is giving me, I should say, huge confidence, not small confidence, but huge confidence in taking those long trades that I took. And within one day I could go from 0 long positions to 13 long positions, all are swing trades, in one of my USA trading accounts. That is because of this percentage of headwind signals in weekly interval gradually going up. And how did the week close? all signals extremely bullish, strength signal extremely bullish, trend continuation, trend reversal, everything very bullish. Did I wait for everything to turn so much bullish? No, I already started taking trades both in USA market and in fact in India market also, and I think all of those trades that I took at the very bottom are in profit. Let's look at the Friday's technical break. Once again, extremely bullish. Now, if you now look back to what I shared in previous market recaps when everything was red and we had jump thrust low, I mentioned that at jump thrust low, I am ready to take long trades, but I look for bullish momentum, and one of those bullish momentum confirmations will come from this daily technical breadth turning bullish. And this is of course Friday's picture, but during the week also we had bullish technical breadth and we could drill down to the bullish setups, bullish signals and look for buy setups. That's exactly what I did. So the headwind signals coming in weekly interval giving me enough reasons to continue to hold the long positions I bought, and I already have about 10 13 positions. I may not add more. I will let them go up, book some profit and then add more positions. I don't like to open 30 40 positions at a time for swing trading. Now what about sector industry stock breadth? This is the sector industry stock breadth, sector industry stock from 1 month to 1 day. Again, when this was all red, I mentioned that I was going to start buying once I see the 1 day period turning green. Then 1 day period turned green, but 2 day period was still red. And now we can see 1, 2, 5 day. All are green. That is good enough reason to start buying. And I already bought some stocks. The longer term interval is still bearish, 1 month and even 10-day interval is bearish. But by the time those turn green, price will already go up significantly from the rock bottom level. So I don't want to buy when price already goes up. I will do that also using trend following setup, but now at the very bottom price extreme low and jump thrust low, I am buying breakouts that are still in a downtrend, in stocks that are still in a downtrend, or I am taking reversal signals like headwind reversal signals. Now, if you look at the sector percentage performance, this was very bearish earlier, and now see sector performance. 1 day everything is up, 2 day period 10 sectors up, one is down. Which one is down? Energy over 2 day periods. What about energy in 5 day, 10 day, 1 month period? Now all those periods are down. And again, if you remember my previous market recap or recaps, you would know that USO came to weekly trendline resistance and started to go down. From then onwards, Q traders would be booking profit in existing long positions and look for shorts. That would be very profitable because now we see energy is the weakest sector. However, market is already starting to go up. Over 5 day period, also 10 sectors up, only energy down. But 10 and 1 month period, those are longer term periods, are still bearish. That is fine. I will not wait for them to turn bullish. I already started buying stocks. Is it overbought because of this last couple of days moves? From bucket analysis, we can see that nowhere near overbought. Most of the stocks are still below the middle Bollinger Band. In fact, 65% of stocks are below mid Bollinger Band, and it is nowhere near being overbought. To be overbought, the percentage of stocks in the uppermost bucket has to hit 30-40% level. Now it is at a very small percentage, 4.6 percentage level. So that gives us enough confidence to start buying. And again, because most of the stocks are still below mid Bollinger Band, you may say in a way they are not in an uptrend, but we have plenty of Q buy setups. Some of them I shared, some of them you may find out yourselves, and if we have time, I'll try to look for some of them today. Now let's look at Q Finder. Let's do a bottom-up analysis. Q Finder weekly is bullish, daily is bullish. Let's go to the bullish signals. We saw large number of breakouts, and you can also see large number of headwind reversal signals. These are extreme reversal signals, 34. There are many more breakouts, 148. Now, if I am looking for breakouts now, market was down for a long time. It's a matter of preference, but I will like to look for fundamentally strong stocks that are breaking out from this red level. That's the price extreme low level. I'll not like to look for breakouts at the top. That way I am taking turn around candidates from different angles. So let's look for stocks at price extreme low. I flagged for price extreme low, red color paintbrush. So now I have all stocks that are down significantly, and then I am looking for breakouts. Flag for breakouts, 64 breakouts. I can see 23 of them went up with bullish pressure. Why don't I flag for them? I have 23 stocks. You can see the percentage by which they went up. Now I could look for the charts from here. I could look for their fundamentals, but before doing that, let me see if I can align these high pressure breakouts, those are Q signals, with other momentum signals, HSI like signals, with a single click. I can look up the momentum signals. What I am looking for? Green color across these columns. MOBO breakout from a squeeze. I can see not many of these stocks are in a squeeze, only one in a squeeze, but we have several stocks with MOBO breakout. 8, we can see the number in fact. 8 with Kahuna, 16 with MOBO breakout, 14 with pocket pivot, 1 with BGU, Bible gap up, and 12 with BSAR reversal. I like to look for stocks that are having MOBO breakout, squeeze, Kahuna together. We don't have many squeezes, so why don't I look at the stocks that are having, let's flag it, Kahuna and MOBO breakout. So we are left with 5 stocks. Isn't it very efficient that starting with thousands of stocks, I could look at the technical breadth first, looking at the technical breadth, and based on the market view that I have, bullish, but market was in a downtrend, I looked for breakout from price extreme low with high pressure, and then looked for additional momentum signals, ended with only 5 stocks. Not that I could not find buy setups in the other stocks, but I will like to look at these 5 stocks first, and if I don't find buying candidates, I may look for other stocks. By the way, I can also see out of these 5, 4 have big move, up move. So why don't I look at those 4 first, and I look at the last one. I can see the last one is Oracle Corporation, ORCL. In fact, one of my previous employers. It was, and I think it is still, world's largest applications software company. Let's look at the other few stocks first, then I look at Oracle Corporation also. all of them are breaking out, all of them are going up with high pressure, and all of them are going out with Mobo breakout, with a Kahuna, and also big gap up. Let's look at some data error for some of the stocks. Let's look at the other stocks, two stocks. TFC, see what we looked for using Finder. Breakout from this and these two trendline resistances. Kahuna, Mobo breakout, bullish pressure, big move up 3. What we have before big move up 3, jump thrust low, price extreme low, retested the price extreme low, created a double bottom, false downside breakout at a level where bullish headwind came earlier, then came bullish flow, and Friday bullish flow again. Once again, broken record. If we have jump thrust low at price extreme low and then we have big move up 3, almost always price goes up from there. And yes, there are few trend line resistances nearby. Looking at that, you may keep a close eye on this stock, but you could actually buy TFC right near the low of the day using the same technique that I used to buy Amazon. It's looking very bullish in both weekly and daily. Let's look at the next stock, WOLF. This is even better. So if I had to buy one of TFC and WOLF, I would choose WOLF. Why? Because it has no trendline resistance nearby. What did it have before that? Jump thrust low, big move up 3. Very bullish momentum at pendulum, price extreme low. Right from here I am looking to buy. Then it created a double bottom, price went up. Created a triple bottom, false downside breakout. And again jump, sorry, not jump, one bullish pressure, and we have big move up 3 again on Friday, plus we have bullish flow, very bullish shape candle. In weekly we have a bullish headwind, a false downside breakout, and in alternate signals we have Mobo breakout, Kahuna, pocket pivot, PSAR reversal, and also a BGU Bible gap up. We have a gap up move on Friday. Very high volume. We have enough buy signals in WOLF. So we found, starting with thousands of stocks, some buying candidates using a few clicks, simple clicks, color coded signals. Technically we have found a buy setup, but let's see WOLF is giving us a 360 degrees trade or not, meaning is it a fundamentally strong stock in a strong industry or not. We can assess fundamental strength using QVital. Dropping the ticker symbol is going to connect to Refinitiv, collect data in 3 different requests, and calculate the scorecard. It is still retrieving PR data. Instead of waiting, let me look at its industry strength. WOLF is a semiconductor stock. How is the industry? It is improving. It was very weak earlier, now it is improving. Is it among the top 20% now? No. That would show up as a shaded background, but that is fine because from pace column, which is the acceleration column, I see that in terms of acceleration it is among the top 20% both over 1-day period as well as 5-day period. So in terms of acceleration, it gives me good enough reason to buy, and I can see on Friday the industry went up by a massive 4.29%. So industry is strong. What about fundamentals? it is a high growth stock both in terms of earnings growth as well as revenue growth. Insiders are buying. There is a short squeeze potential, and 85% of PR stocks were up on Friday. On Friday, it went up by 13%, 13.5. So we have now a trading opportunity in WOLF, semiconductor stock, accelerating industry, and a very nice breakout come gap setup with a bullish headwind in weekly interval. That is how in this market I am finding plenty of buying opportunities. This is just one. You could carry out the same exercise with the other stocks. You may remove some of the constraints and you will find many such buying opportunities, and you will be pleasantly surprised that several of them are in growth stocks. Once again, if you look at ARKK, that is very nicely breaking out from weekly daily, looking very bullish, and if that is what is shown by ARKK, there are many other individual fundamentally strong growth stocks that are also breaking out from low price level. We are at 1 hour point. I will not take more time, but before ending, I'd like to highlight one thing. I am revamping the website and the forum. The new website, it was there earlier, but it was redirected to the forum. Now it is a standalone website, superiorprofit.co, and everything you are able to access from the menu. Whether it is the new forum is also being revamped. Blogs, I'll start to post blogs slowly. You could look at the products, subscribe to them, download them, install them, learn how to use them, and contact me if you need to. If you are interested, you may learn about my background. I don't spend time to go through that in my webinars. The webinars are more for actual market analysis. So this is the revamped website, and you can access the revamped forum from here. I have not started posting on the revamped forum yet, but this is how it will look like. It has a general category for general announcements. USA market analysis will be in the USA category, and if you scroll down, global category. If I sometimes share global stock analysis, I'll post it here. Graduates Club is for other Q traders if they want to share. Not many Q traders are available to share their ideas, but I created this in advance in case there are some traders who are willing to share with others. They will share in Graduates Club. So that is the revamped website and revamped forum. You may make good use of them. That will make my time worth it, that time that I spent revamping them. Let me end today's session here. Thanks a lot for attending. I look forward to seeing you in my next session. That will probably be the next weekend market recap. Have a great weekend. And as these live examples show, not only the examples I shared in YouTube videos, but the ones I share on Twitter and on my forum, as these live examples show, there is no reason not to do that. Trade profitably. Thank you.